We're at gotomath.com. Click on the calculus, and what are we doing? We're doing integration by substitution, also known as U substitution, we call it. So let's click on number 1 here. Alright, so pretty much everybody's got to do this stuff, business students and engineering students. And I will tell you, with as many students that I've worked with over the years, they have a hard time kind of grasping this first technique for integration. So I'm going to try to make it, finding the integral, try to make it as simple as I possibly can. Alright, and really it all boils down to just a lot of practice. And I've got quite a few problems on here so you can practice on. And of course I'll be adding more problems as time goes by. Alright, so this is what's going on. We got this thing raised to the 7th. Now if you got time in your day, you can go ahead and multiply this thing completely out. You'll get some polynomial with the leading term of a power of 7, and probably highly I don't suggest you doing that, right? So this is how this works. We're going to let u be the inside here, inside what's in parentheses, 7x minus 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say du is equal to, take the derivative of this, and that's just 7, and then we'll write dx out here just like that. Now we're going to do the substitution. Well, we have the integral. I'm going to go ahead and write equals here. We have the integral, so this part here gets substituted with the u raised to the 7th. Now we have a dx. Notice here's the dx, but we don't have a 7. But that's okay. We can write a 7 in here. I'll do that. And a dx. Whoops. What am I doing? We got a I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, what I meant to do is we can write, I'll write the 7 right here. I should be writing it next to the dx here. We have a 7 and a dx. Okay, here's your 7 here. So notice I just threw a 7 in right here. But if I throw a 7 in right here, I must throw a 1/7 outside. It's reciprocal because 1/7 times 7 is 1. And of course that's what we started with, right? We don't want to change the original problem. And another way of looking at this is you can multiply, or you can write this like this. Du times 1/7 is equal to dx. And so now what we can do is we can take this dx right here and replace it with 1/7 du. So however you want to look at that. You see that? We just replace the dx with 1/7 du. Now I'm going to take this 1/7 and bring it out here. Get it out of the way. We have u to the 7 du. Okay, you notice if I wrote the 1/7 out over here, alright, I should continue to write the 1/7 here. But I think we're just going to stick with this way of doing things instead. Okay, we'll just stick with this way right here. So now we got something we can actually take the integral of. We have 1/7, so we have u, add 1 to the exponent, and put it down there like that, and guess what? Plus c. But we always want to get it back in terms of whatever variable we started with. And of course we got 7 times 8 is 56, so we're going to get it back in terms of x. So we'll go ahead and do the back substitution. We got u is equal to 7x minus 3, so we'll go ahead and plug 7x minus 3 in, raised to the 8th power, and it's all over. 7 times 8 is 56 plus c. Now if you're saying this for the first time, it could be confusing, but you just need to practice. So remember, we let whatever's in the parentheses here be our u. Take the derivative, solve for dx in this problem. That is, I get dx, isolate dx, and then replace dx with the 1/7 du. Go ahead and take this 1/7 out to the front, and then go ahead and take the integral. which you should know how to do at this point. And remember, we always want to do the back substitution where we take 7x minus 3 and substitute it back in. You want to make sure we get everything in terms of, right, our what we started with. Okay. And this actually might be written. No, it's written just like I wrote it there. 7x minus 3 raised to the 8th power over 56. Now, do we remember the second fundamental theorem of calculus? Well, anyway, never mind. Forget it. Forget all that. Forget I said that. Okay. So there we are. Go to math.com. See you later.